Today we're going to take a look into one of the most successful British streetwear brands on Shopify, not Gymshark. It's going to be Represent Clothing. This isn't just another fashion brand. They've actually built a $100 million empire, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're doing on their website, what strategies they're using on their website to get to that level. Now, from the moment you land on Represent's website, you can tell this isn't just your average Shopify store. There's a clean minimal aesthetic that isn't just for show. It's actually strategically designed, right, to highlight their products and also drive conversions overall. But what's really interesting about their site is a lot of the behind the scenes and some of the things that they're using to run this store. Now, I will say this looks premium, it feels premium, but at the same time it's very accessible, right? I think a lot of streetwear brands tend to fall into this bucket where they're going hyper minimalistic and they sort of omit a lot of what makes clothing websites convert really well. So they're doing a good mixture of both, of still feeling streetwear, but also infusing a little bit of that luxury in here and things that look normal, right, for everyday customers who are on other Shopify, other clothing stores online. And I will say, you know, things like their product pages, depending on the product, they're different from one another. For example, this one, and maybe I wouldn't recommend this for every single person, right? But if you go to this particular product page for the shoe, you don't get a clear call to action button, right, that says like add to cart. You do have this floating bar that allows you to pick your color, pick your size, and then the add to cart button shows right here along with the buy with shop pay, which they have a grayed out to not call too much attention to it, which is pretty smart. But this particular product page is very specific for this product. Not all of the product pages look like this. So it may be something where they're experimenting with to see maybe a higher priced product or a more technical product, right, that needs or requires a little bit more information for the customer, how this particular template works well for them. But at the end of the day, they're still either this product template or the next. They're using high quality imagery, they're using detailed size guides, and social proof. I mean, social proof, let me see, this one in particular may not have social proof. Let me double check. Yeah, this one doesn't, but a lot of their other products, the most popular products, bestsellers, do have social proof very prominently displayed within the product page. So if you're curious, let's open up let's do just shop by, no, let's do bestsellers actually. Let's see some of the bestsellers, and then this one in particular, as you can see, has almost 13,000 or 1,300 reviews displayed right here, and then they just display them right here. If you're interested in knowing what they're using for their social proof, they're actually using Yotpo for product reviews, and again, they've integrated very simply. A lot of times we tend to put reviews everywhere on the page, but again, they're trying to go for that minimalistic look, and they really have reviews where it truly matters. And if I were to say, yeah, if you're gonna put reviews only on one page, then I would say make sure that you have them displayed on the actual product page. So yeah, they're using Yotpo product reviews. If you're interested, I mean, that's a Shopify app that's available for everybody. You get it for free up to 50 monthly orders, and then it goes up to 15 and go to 119. So just kind of showing you some of the details there for that one. Now, just breaking down that product page a little bit more, well, two things. I want to come back to this and just kind of showcase a couple of things here. One of them being these two banners right underneath the actual add to cart button, where it displays the loyalty program. It also talks about shipping and the fact that the product is in stock. And they also give you a few more offers right underneath it with an image, so I can unlock the free gift with this purchase, spend over $200 on owners. Okay, maybe we can't necessarily read that. So I guess that would be my gripe there, getting that to be just a singular statement instead of being, flashing one next to the other, because it's kind of hard to read. You can't necessarily read the whole thing. It's no way to pause it either. But again, I would say the overall aesthetic, right, going back to that and some of the features here within the product page. This is more of the normal product page that you may see on even your store, for example. You got images on the left, you got all the information here, but something that looks very nice and very clean. And we've actually talked about this on one of our videos where we did a luxury store, was literally minimizing the font over the whole website. Adds a little bit of a luxury feel to it. Don't ask me why or how or what's the psychology behind it, but there's something to be said about the font, right? That's the overall size of the website. You still have things going left and right in terms of the spacing, right? The navigation, but they're using a font so small that they're able to pack a lot of good information, a lot of good things in here in a way that just looks very clean. It still looks minimalistic. realistic. I love their size guide and fit in here too, the way that they're doing that. Something else that I would like to highlight here on the product page, and something that I've make sure that to mention in a lot of my videos, is they have sections like this, right, within this product page, where they're showcasing how you can maybe complete the outfit, right, with this product. They have reviews, then they go into, you may also like, they have suggested, they have t-shirts, they have pants, they have multiple rows of products, and then they have the recently viewed. So they're taking the product page overall to really showcase and highlight a lot of their products right within here. So this is something that a lot of people tend to just have that one section that has the just recently viewed, or not recently viewed, but we also suggest, you know, these products, and there's maybe 4 or 5 products in there, and that's about it. But I would implore you to explore and add more products and sort of merchandise, right, your products throughout the store a little bit better. I do want to touch on the loyalty program. So that's a very, very smart move to build a loyalty program. The one that they're using is actually powered by Loyalty Lion, and I'll have the tab here open for Loyalty Lion referrals and rewards. Now they're doing something a little bit more than just saying like, hey, have some points, right, with every purchase or something like that. What really makes it special is that they're really turning it into a community building tool. It's like they don't just get points, they actually become part, right, of the Represent family. And if we go here to the top of the page, the navigation, they call it Prestige. So they come up with a unique name, right, for their family. So it's a Prestige membership. You get 10% off on your first order. You get to earn points. They have different tiers all throughout the membership, and you get a bunch of stuff with it, right? You get early access to drops, you get exclusive content, there's special events, like they actually go on, sometimes they go on sale, I think, yeah, the Vault is what they call it, where they go on sale and only members of Prestige can access the Vault via a special password and get access to certain products at a discounted price. So I think that this loyalty and reward program is absolutely genius, and it's something that I would implore a lot of brands to also follow through. And sure, you can start it with just doing points. You don't even have a name for it yet, but coming up with the branding, the marketing behind that rewards program, it's gonna make it feel more real. It's gonna include a better sense of community overall. You're just gonna start creating brand advocates for you. The smaller feature that I always recommend for everybody, especially if you have a lot of products. So if you can see that with their navigation drop down, they have a lot of different products, a lot of different collections, different types of products, different categories, different brands that they've collaborated with. So when you do have a lot of stuff like that, it's good to have some kind of wish list implementation. As you can see at the very top here, they have like that, it's kind of like a ribbon looking thing. And there you see something that I've added to the wish list. For the wish list, if you're interested in implementing something like this, very rarely will you ever see a wish list functionality built in within the actual theme. So you'll have to rely on some kind of app. But for them, they're actually using Swim Wishlist Plus. So when you save the items, they automatically go into that wish list, and it's a very easy way, right, to provide a little bit of value to the customers, keep things organized for the customer. Especially, like I said, if you have a lot of products, there's a lot of things to choose from. Having this functionality of wish list is going to be very, very critical. Plus, with this information, you can actually, if the customer is already logged into the store and they're creating these wish lists, you're able to retarget them later, potentially via email or SMS, about certain products that they already have inside of their wish list, right? Wish list, singular, right? Yeah, it's like a volleyball ball. No, it's just volleyball. All right, so you can use this information, right, to send personalized notifications and different things. Something else that they're using, if you're interested, just to understand and know, in terms of their pop-up and what they have here, they are using, in terms of their pop-up and their offer here, they are using Attentive to collect email and SMS addresses. And then something else that they're also using here, let's see, this bell notification. I thought this was interesting. Not a whole lot of brands are doing something like this, but there are essentially just notifications on their website. As you can see, whenever they launch new products, or they have the app that they just downloaded, or you can download, or a new collection, they basically just push a notification onto the website. So it's a very unique way, right, to keep customers up to date into some of the latest things that you're doing in a very easy, sort of succinct area within your site. Now, if you want this type of functionality, right? What you can use and what they are actually using is PushOwl/Brevo. Looks like Brevo may have bought PushOwl. But with PushOwl, you can do exactly that. You can have that area within your website that talks about different notifications and different things that are going on your site. With PushOwl, I've also seen where, like, if I sign up for it, right, and I accept notifications on my browser, whenever they push a notification, I will actually get alerted of that notification on when I'm visiting that store. So very interesting use of PushOwl/Brevo. Hey, before we move on, I just want to say my name is Christian Pignon. I'm one of the co-founders here at Big Branding. We specialize in helping clothing brands scale online. We've served over 300 clothing brands in the last year alone. I would appreciate if you like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our latest content. Now let's geek out about a few other things that they're using here in their backend setup. One of them being Signified for fraud prevention. Signified, I think by default, yeah, it's like a free to install, and then they have some kind of trial afterwards. But Signified for fraud prevention, I mean, if you're doing those types of numbers, right? I think if you're just starting out, it may seem like overkill to do something like this. But when you start doing numbers, you start to realize that there's hundreds of thousands of orders coming in and transactions throughout the year. So some level of security for the brand is absolutely crucial. So when you become bigger, you'll probably end up using something like Signified to help fraud prevention. Now, next up is their customer service game is also really well done. On their website, they actually have a full dedicated section or support hub area. So when you click on it, you get sent over here. And then in here, you can very easily do everything that you may need to do as a customer, right? Returns, email, FAQs. You can actually send them a WhatsApp message very quickly. They also have the live chat on the website. For this particular support hub, if you're interested in integrating something like this to go above and beyond for your customers, what they're using here is Zendesk, and it just helps them build this right here. Just a big area to handle all the FAQs, all the policies, and also doing the live chat that they have available within the store, which is right here, that bottom right corner. Also, something else that they're using in the backend for marketing automation and customer data, extracting all the customer data they can, is Ometria. I think that's how you say it, ometria.com. It seems like it's a tool to kind of combine a lot of different things, a lot of different data in the backend, and get a clearer picture of your customers' sort of life cycle, things that they order, etc. So again, something that down the road would be something very beneficial. Another app that I saw they're using in the backend is Weglot, which handles their translations. So they've actually expanded globally, and they're able to, with Weglot, they're able to control the translations a little bit better than using something like, Shopify's native market and translating that way. But as you can see, Weglot is an app that you can install on your store. They have just a free version to kind of get started and get it going. But again, you have better, more granular control, right? So I'm pretty sure they're using this just so that they don't lose their brand voice with certain translations. So they have a little bit more control over those things. And if you're interested in what they're using in the backend to grab data on the user experience and how they're experiencing their store, they're actually using MouseFlow, which it's good. I think it's something that it's maybe a little bit more robust, right, than something that we would recommend, something like Microsoft Clarity. But with MouseFlow, you get that experience, right? That it's the recordings, it's the heat maps, is the overall funnel, and seeing how their customers are actually interacting with your site, what's working, what's not working. Hey, very quickly, I just want to say that if you are a clothing brand owner and want to jump into the specifics of your brand and how to grow it profitably, you can schedule a free 45-minute strategy session with us. There are limited spots, so I would implore you to go find some time right now. There's a link in the description below. Now, in the backend data, it looks like they're using some form of affiliate marketing app. They're actually using Awin. Again, it's one of those apps that are installed here. With this, it doesn't seem like, I didn't see anything very clear in the front end of the website, right? That they're actually using some kind of affiliate marketing in the front end. Again, this could be more of a backend type of app where they actually very selective on who joins their affiliate program. Or it could be something where they maybe had it installed and they haven't gotten rid of it, it's still in the back end. But some of the affiliate marketing is done with this app because it's the only affiliate marketing program app in the backend that I could see, right? There's always things that we can't necessarily fully see in the backend of their stores, but this is something that it looks to be used as a growth strategy, turning some of the affiliate affiliates into loyal customers and eventually brand ambassadors. Now, a few other things that I want to highlight on their site and things that they're doing a little bit different. One being the looks. So they have a dedicated area on their website to go over almost like a shop the look. So as you can see, they have all these just beautiful imagery. I just love their photography overall. I think that's one of the things that makes or breaks a website. But within these looks, you can click on the look and you get all the products right within here. You can very quickly just add to cart the whole look if you wanted to. But I think to me, this is just absolutely genius to have on your site. So if you have the capability of doing something like this, from what I could tell, this is something that's built in within their site, or they custom built it on their theme, because I couldn't see anything in the back end that looked like it could have been an app to do something like this. I will say there are multiple apps in the App Store where you can build your own outfits like this and make it look like this and have a dedicated page and all that kind of stuff. I know there's a possibility to do something like this, but again, something very, very interesting that not a whole lot of people are doing when it comes to their stores. Another thing that I like on this site is the fact that they actually go a little bit more in depth when it comes to some of their products. So they have this behind the brand where they're really just showcasing and showing you how they're building this, which is absolutely incredible. And it's so cool that they're doing that. And it makes us, right, the consumer, feel like we're either part of the journey, which it opens it up to creating more brand ambassadors. And it's just a good way to have a little bit of transparency behind your brand. But beyond that, they also have this inside rep, I think is what they call it. Again, it's the same concept. It's just a blog post essentially, or a blog. But within these, they actually highlight different pieces that they come up with on some of their collections. So in this one, for example, they're exploring the 247 Explorer, which is it's a hoodie and it's pants as well, but they're made for outdoors. So they actually have a whole blog post dedicated to the technology, the thought process behind creating this particular piece of product. The only thing that I don't like is that they don't end the post with, hey, this is the product and shop, the product. There's no links either in the description or anything. But again, this is something that I would implore more brands to do. Like, it's good to have the product page and have the products within the collection, but then have the ability to speak a little bit more into the product in a dedicated area. Again, it opens it up for us as a consumer to get a little bit better peek behind the curtains of your brand. Something else that I wanted to highlight too, another app they're using in the back end for returns specifically. I clicked on the returns here. It's a smarter way to return. I haven't heard of this app, but it's called Rebound Returns. It's not an app on the actual App Store, or from what I could see, right? Maybe called something different. But yeah, they have a dedicated website, and they have the very top, I guess, is brand new. It's like a one-click Shopify integration. So they may not be an official App Store, but it looks like they do connect well with Shopify, and they're being used by some pretty big brands out there. So what can we learn, right, from Represent's success? Like, it's not just about having all these tools, right? It's not about having all these things just installed. It's about knowing how to use them and how to implement them beautifully on their website. If you were to just look at all this and everything that they're doing, you would think that, yeah, this is all just custom made and I can never get to that point, but that's not true. They're using a lot of apps that $0 brands are using right now, right? So, but the way that they're implementing those brands within their site is just beautifully done, right? They created a very seamless ecosystem, something that just works really nice. We didn't even talk about their apps. They have an iOS and Android apps as well, and all these things are integrated within those apps as well. So it just enhances the customer experience overall. All right, that's it for today's analysis. Again, if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll do more of these deep dives. Just let us know in the comments below what other brands you would want us to analyze next.